everyone. I'm Julie, and thanks so much for joining me today for our 15-minute standing yoga flow. I love these standing yoga flows for the times when you don't want to get on the floor or you can't. Maybe you're at work and you just need a little break, or you're traveling, or you can't get down onto the floor. So this is a great way to practice standing up. You don't need anything today, okay? If you have a mat, great. If you don't, no worries. You don't need one. Just make sure you're on a surface where you're not going to slip. Make sure you've got a little bit of space around you. You're not going to run into anything. And please modify anything that you need to today. I'm just going to start in a comfortable standing position. Okay, feet about hips distance apart. A little softness in the knees. I want you to place one hand on the heart, one hand on the belly. Close the eyes if you feel comfortable wherever you are. If not, you can always just soften the gaze and look down. Just take a few deep breaths, really feeling the belly expand as you inhale, feeling everything in the body relax as you exhale. Listen to the sound of the breath and try to relax any spots that are tense, your jaw, your shoulders. And slowly open the eyes and release the hands. We're going to inhale up, clasping the hands together if that feels comfortable to you. If not, you can just lift the hands or bring the palms together. Inhale nice and tall. Exhale, bend to the right, lengthening the left side of the body, keeping that left foot grounded into the floor, keeping the chest open. And inhale back to center. Exhale, reach to the left side of the room, lengthening the right side of the body, and keeping that right shoulder open, keeping the right foot grounded into the floor. Inhale up, exhale, release the arms. I want you to take the arms and give yourself a big hug. Really try to round the back, almost like a standing cat. And then inhale, open the arms, bring them back, open the chest, lift it to the sky. Exhale, wrap the arms around, try to crisscross the other way. Round the back, hollow out the belly. Inhale, open the arms, lift the chest, look up. One more time. Big hug, separate those shoulder blades, pull the belly button back to the spine. And last time, inhale, open up the chest. And come back to a neutral standing position. Hands on the hips, inhale nice and tall, soften the knees. Exhale, fold forward, keeping the back long. Reaching the hands down to the floor or to the feet, either one. Relax the head and neck, let it go. Hold on to opposite elbows. Let the belly fall to the upper thighs. You can sway side to side a little if that feels good to you. Releasing that lower back. And then release the elbows and slowly roll up. Head being the last thing to come up. Bring the legs out wide. We're going to come into goddess pose. I want you to take the toes, turn the toes out about 45-degree angle each way. And we're going to sink down, knees following the line of the toes, hands on the hips, and hold right here. Find that strength in the legs, core engaged, spine is long, crown of the head reaching up to the sky. Breathe. And inhale, stand. We're going to turn to the right for high lunge. So right toes spin to the right side of the room. Left heel comes up. We're going to bend into that right leg. Reach the arms up by the ears. Shoulders relax. Shoulder blades slide down the back. Feel that left heel pressing down. Feel that strength in the left leg. Then we're going to spin that left heel down to the floor and open up into warrior two. Gaze looking over the right fingertips. Keep that bend in that right knee. On your next exhale, drop the left hand to the left thigh, flip that right palm, and reach over into peaceful warrior. And then inhale, drop the right forearm onto the right thigh, reach the left hand over for side angle. You should have a straight line from that all the way up the left side of the body, pressing away from the right leg. Okay, we don't want to sink into that shoulder. Opening the chest, pulling that left shoulder back. Wonderful. Gaze can look up to the left fingertips if that feels good to you. And inhale back to warrior two. Straighten that right leg. We're going to come into triangle. Reach the right hand out just slightly towards the right wall and then drop it down to the shin. Left arm straight up to the ceiling. Gaze looking up to the left fingertips unless that bothers the neck, and then feel free to look down to the right toes. Good. Pulling the torso back in space just slightly as if the whole body was pressing up against a wall behind you, lengthening through both sides of the waist. And inhale all the way up. Relax the arms, turn the toes to face forward. Okay, we're going to come into a forward straddle here. Like to be just a little bit pigeon-toed so the outer edges of the feet are parallel to the outer edges of either the mat or the room. Okay, whatever's here. Hands on the hips. Inhale, lift the chest. And exhale, fold forward from the hips, lengthening the spine, reaching the crown of the head away from the body. If you feel comfortable bringing your hands to the floor, you can, or you can just leave the hands on the hips, up to you. Good. Feel the crown of the head just pulling down towards the mat. Now we're going to reach our right hand over to the left ankle. If you need to narrow your stance a little, you can. And then the left arm reaches up for a nice twist. Good. Twisting through the whole back. And we'll switch. Bring that left hand over to the right ankle. Reach the right hand up to the ceiling. Back to center, hands on the hips, and slowly come all the way up. We're going to go to the other side, so I want you to turn the left toes to the left wall. Right heel comes up, bend into that left knee for high lunge, arms reach up by the ears, shoulders relaxed, shoulder blades sliding down the back. Good, pressing through that right heel for stability. And drop that right heel. Arms come down for warrior two. Gaze looks over the left fingertips. Right hand drops down to the right thigh. Left palm turns down. Peaceful warrior. Keep that bend in that left leg. And drop the left forearm to the left thigh. Reach the right arm over for extended side angle. Feel that line of energy from the right foot all the way up to the right fingertips. Good. Right rib cage is opening, pulling back. Gaze can look up to the right fingertips if that feels good to you. And inhale to warrior two. Straighten that left leg. Reach the left fingertips out towards the left wall and then drop down for triangle. Right arm reaching up, lengthening through both sides of the waist, pulling the right hip back. Again, looking up to the right fingertips, unless that hurts or bothers your neck, and then just look down to that left foot. Inhale up and relax those hands down. Toes turn forward again. One more forward straddle. We're going to bring the hands behind and clasp the hands together. Pull the shoulders back, open the chest. Inhale and exhale, fold forward. Slight bend in the knees. Letting those arms pull up off the back. Get that nice shoulder stretch at the same time. Good. Find length in the back and length in the legs. And inhale, pull all the way up. Relax the hands, bring the feet together. Good. We're going to try Warrior 3 here. So I'm going to give you an option if you are not ready for Warrior 3 balance, okay? You can just come into a one leg balance, holding onto the knee, okay? If this is difficult for you too, find a wall, all right? Bring that knee up and just very gently use the wall to help you, okay? So that's an option if you're not ready for Warrior 3. If you'd like to try Warrior 3 with me, we're going to shift our weight towards the right foot, left foot trailing behind. Slight bend in that right leg. Core is engaged. We're going to begin to lift the left leg. I want you to start the movement by lifting the left leg. As you do that, you'll feel the torso comes forward, reaching through the crown of the head. Feel free to stop at any point. Okay, if you can, we're working our way towards having the body parallel to the mat, lifting that left leg, pulling the left hip down, so squeezing the inner thighs towards one another, arms reaching back towards the left toes. Again, if you would like to just be here, that's great, all right? I want you to be where you feel comfortable today. This takes a lot of balance, a lot of strength in that right leg. And we're going to slowly come up. Keep that control. Very good. Take a little break there. Left foot steps forward. Okay, we're on the right toes. Again, lengthen through the spine. Little bend in the left leg. Start the movement with the right leg. Lift the right leg up. Good. Coming forward. Core is engaged. Energy reaching out of the crown of the head and the right toes, pulling that right hip down slightly towards the floor, reaching the arms back. Nice steady breathing. That's it. And slowly coming up. Very good. Okay, I want you to turn for a standing shavasana. Feet about hips distance apart, knees are soft. Feel free to sit down if you would rather sit for your gentle shavasana today. Turning the palms forward, or if you're sitting, just resting on the thighs. And gently close the eyes, or just gaze down. Deepen your breath. I want you to relax all the muscles in the face. Relax the jaw, cheekbones. Relax around the eyes. And release any tension in the shoulders. Relax all the way down the arms, down to the fingertips. Relax the belly. Relax the hips. And let go of any tension in the legs. And just listen to your breath. begin to bring your awareness back and gently wiggle the fingers, wiggle the toes, and slowly open the eyes. Thank you so much for joining me today for our standing yoga. I hope you enjoyed the class, and I really hope to see you again soon.